Hey guys, Travis here on the second day of the mid-season playoffs, joined by MegaZero, who is not competing in the mid-season playoffs. What are you doing at the studio, MegaZero?
Riot wanted me here to do some post-game commentary, kind of like show what a pro player thinks of the whole like teams fighting each other.
So you get a giant check for that? They're gonna write you like a giant check and just you're like, well, that's my consultancy fee.
I mean, that would be great, but I think they just like forced me to do this.
Okay. Sounds like right. No. So what have you thought of the game so far today? I guess we should say there's only been one, and that's the TSM versus Vulcan match. But what did you think of that?
It was a pretty good game. I feel like TSM overall just like outpicked them. I feel like TSM's really good at picking when I watch them play. But Vulcan had some pretty good plays. Overall, I just think TSM played really well.
Looking at yesterday's games, of course, big upsets, GGU and Vulcan getting through. How surprised were you by that, and what did you think of those games?
I'm still surprised by it. It was like I don't know how GGU and Vulcan made it through. Like if you go back 10 weeks ago and you tell me, well, I don't think GGU is gonna be in eighth place, like people would say you're crazy because like GGU, I think they started out 0-5 and now they just beat Dignitas and they're in the semifinals for the playoffs. It's like it's really crazy.
What did you think of just those games in general? Like, there's been a big discussion about whether or not CLG and Dig underplayed, whether Vulcan and GGU got really, really good. Is it something in the middle? What is your take on that?
It's more of something in the middle. Like GGU overall has just become a pretty strong team, and Dignitas has been kind of lacking in the past couple of weeks. Like I think they went like 1-4 last week or something. But and then the same goes for Vulcan. Vulcan's been doing pretty well. They've like started actually like playing with Bloodwater a lot, and I feel like Bloodwater's on their team, right? I'm not
Yes.
crazy. Okay.
Yes. Yes, he is. He's their support player. No, he's been on a lot of different teams, so I don't blame you.
Okay, I'm just making sure. But yeah, with Bloodwater, they're picking it up, and once again, CLG is kind of underperformed. I guess everyone's kind of thought they underperformed this entire season.
All right, so predictions for today. We've got TSM versus Vulcan. I guess that's already one up, and then we've got GGU versus Curse. So, what are your guesses for both those matches?
I feel like the obvious answer would be I feel like TSM and Curse are gonna win, but I feel like TSM's definitely gonna win. They're 1-0 right now, so they have a pretty good lead. And then the Curse versus GGU might actually be pretty interesting because GGU's been impressing me a lot lately.
And now we've got Rux as support. You think that that'll have a huge impact on Curse's performance?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. That could be a very big game changing thing. I think GGU actually has a pretty good chance now.
So we did a house tour this week. That's going to come out, I think, on Wednesday. What was that experience like for you, Megazero?
It was pretty fun. I mean, I was just chilling in my room and then freaking Travis
Yes.
invades my
Yeah.
privacy, hugging my pillow.
Yeah. We won't give spoilers, but you guys can take a look at that. And I introduced you to the really good food afterwards, Rascals.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
love Rascals teriyaki chicken. Like, I'm not even sponsored by them, but you should go eat there if you have a Rascals near you.
Yeah. Sponsored by this interview now sponsored by Rascals. They have to give us free food for that. Uh, let's see what else do we got going on with you, Mega Zero. How's Mar? How's Mar? I already know the answer to this, and so maybe I shouldn't ask it. But how's Martin doing preparing for the qualifiers in just 2 weeks?
So like you said, we have 2 weeks, and it was originally 3 weeks.
Right.
For this 1 week, we haven't really practiced at all. It was more like if you wanted to solo queue and stream, you could solo queue and stream. Like 2 or 3 people went on vacation, and like even though we didn't win, like everyone deserves a break every now and then.
Right. All right. So after you guys get back from vacation, you guys just gonna go into massive scrimming and getting ready. How afraid are you guys of? It'll probably be velocity that you play. So how afraid are you of those guys?
So for the next 2 weeks, we're gonna be like practicing a lot and obviously watching Velocity's games, but we aren't too afraid just because I feel like probably was a really big asset to them and probably left. And we have played Velocity in the past. I believe we even played them when they were Dirt Nap in the qualifiers and we beat them 2-0. So I mean, we shouldn't go in too confident, but like obviously we're feeling pretty good knowing that we've beaten these guys before.
All right. You have any final thoughts or any shout outs you want to say at the end of the interview?
Shout out to Rascals. They have pretty good teriyaki chicken. But shout out to my friends, family, everyone that supports me.
Hey, thanks a ton for the interview. Best of luck in just a couple weeks when we see you guys come back for that promotion tournament. For everyone, this is Travis on the second day of the midseason split playoffs. You can check out the rest of our coverage at gamespot.com/LCS.